since I was a jit, I knew I was a winner. I pray to God forgive me cause I'm a born sinner. Got more on my plate than a Thanksgiving dinner. Gotta save for rainy days cause shit do get thinner.
Yo, how we giving it up, man? It's your boy Jumpout L.O, and you tuned in to Check Your Mental. And today I want to talk about a past experience that just happened this weekend, right? I was at a basketball tournament hosted for kids. My man Nooney had an event he hosts every year, which he has kids. He teaches them the fundamentals of basketball, right? But one thing that I noticed was the lack of parent participation when it came to the kids, right? And then it reminded me of my own childhood and how my mom was always so busy working that she didn't have time for certain activities that I had to do. So it kind of, I ain't gonna say I didn't feel loved, but my mom always felt that because she bought me anything that I wanted, that was enough. And I'm here to tell you that that's not enough. That's not enough, especially when you're growing up. You need that support from your parents so you can feel better and you can feel more validated, right? Because what happens when we don't get the validation from our parents, right? The people that love us. We search for that validation elsewhere, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or friends, the streets, wherever. But you go look for that validation in all the wrong places, right? Because you feel like the person that you want to validate you isn't validating you. And a big mistake that a lot of parents make is, okay, I'm gonna buy my son or daughter whatever they want. I'm gonna get them whatever the things that I didn't have. And they work really hard to get them all these material things, but then what they fail to realize is that material things don't equal to love. You're just creating a person that's gonna be very ungrateful because the moment you don't give them what they want, they're gonna probably catch a tantrum because you already installed that in them that, okay, my mom's just gonna give me whatever I want, you know? So instead of giving them the things that you never had, how about give them the knowledge that you didn't have? Give them the wisdom that you wish you had. Because again, material things are just material things. They hold no value in the long run, right? What really holds value is the knowledge that you install in your kids. That's what they're gonna take with them forever, right? They're gonna take the knowledge and the wisdom that you give them. So for the ones that, let's say for the parents that couldn't make it, right? You have to work. That's understandable. You have something to do. But how about for the ones that you could have been there for your kid and show them support and actually give them that extra boost that they might have needed to keep on going, right? Maybe they're ready to quit the basketball team, but if you give them that extra little boost, they might feel better about it. They might not want to quit. They might say to themselves, you know what? My mom is here supporting me. Let me do it. Let me just do it. Or even asking your kids, right? What do you love to do? Do you even like playing ball? What is it that you want to do with your life? Having these conversations with your kids instead of just buying them whatever they want just because you feel like, okay, I don't have time. Let me just buy them this and they'll be all right. Then you're creating a monster again because now you're just going to keep buying them and fulfilling them with things that are not really fulfilling the heart and the soul. Your kids need love. They need time and attention. And unfortunately, yeah, we do live in a world that we gotta work. I keep looking back because there's this deer behind me. I don't want him to try to sneak up on me. But we live in this world that the kids need love, man. Material things are always gonna be there. We live in a world that we have to work to survive. But make time for your kids. Give them the time that they need to develop their brains. Just give them a little bit of time. 30 minutes out your day to have conversations. Are you coming home and are you having conversations with your kids? Like, hey, how was your day at school? How did it go today? Because I can tell you this. I can tell you the two kids that were crying for attention there. The two that wanted to be the clowns. They kept being disruptive. They kept not following the rules. If you ask me, that's a sign of crying for attention, because that was me. I was the class clown. I always wanted to make people laugh. I wasn't so disruptive. I was a little bit more respectful, but I always wanted attention. And that, I'm not saying that my mom didn't give me attention, but she was always working and she made up with material things, buying me the things, whatever I wanted, just giving me things, instead of what I really needed was her time. That's all a kid really wants, is their time, and to feel appreciated, to feel loved, to feel understand. Not just, oh, I'm gonna sign this permission slip and send you on your way. How about go with them? Go with them and support them and cheer for them and root for them. When I was in North Carolina over the summer, right, I noticed one thing. And their football games used to be filled, packed with parents supporting their kids playing football. Maybe football is a bigger thing down south, but then I came here and I went to a local game, to an East Side game, and it wasn't the same. The lack of parents that were there were like, yo, there's no parents here. It's only a few. And then I go back to to North Carolina and remember seeing so many parents being active in their kids' games. So again, make time for your kids. Make time for them for their games. Make time to help them with their homework. Even if you're struggling with your homework, find ways. We live in the era of the internet that there's endless information now. It's not like before that our parents had to struggle to help us out. They literally go on their phone and really try to help you now. That's how easy it is now. That's how much information is available to us, right? So much information available to us. So educate yourself a little more on parenting. Stop following what your parents did with you, because I'm pretty sure there's some things that you didn't like that your parents did. So why not break the chains? Let's break those chains, right? Let's break those chains, because the kids need us. The kids need us. And the lack of parents, it really hurt me to see how many parents were not there. You know what I mean? Parents need to be there for their kids. And I understand if you got to work. I understand you got to make a living. But the ones that could have been there, you should have been there. You know what I mean? To give them that moral support, to give them that positive energy, to give them that affirmations, right? Because the parents that were there, they were cheering for their kids. They were hyping their kids. They were making sure that their kids see that we're here for you. You know what I mean? And that's all a kid ever wants, to feel like, hey, they got me. Regardless of what, they want to feel like, hey, my mom's got me. She's going to come through for me, right? And again, stop thinking that material things are going to replace time. In the long run, you're just creating somebody that might be very ungrateful, because you're just giving them things and they're not even being gratitude, or you're just buying them whatever's out because you don't have any time. Oh, here you go, you get that game. Oh, here you go, you can get this. Oh, here you go, you get this. And little do you know, your son or daughter is suffering from depression and you don't even know it, because all you're doing is buying them things. Then they isolate themselves in the room and you don't even know why. Oh no, he's just in there playing a game. Yeah? Have you checked on him? Have you checked if he's all right? Have you talked to him? Have you asked him how his day went? Or you just figure he's all right because he's not saying anything? Or again, are you those parents that all you want to do is yell instead of talking regular? I remember my mom, and I love her. This is not nothing bad to my mom. I love her to death. She's the best mother in the world. But the thing with my mom, she learned along with me. Like, I taught my mom a lot. You know what I mean? I taught my mom not to yell so much. My mom was the type of parent that she felt like yelling was going to get the point across. And all yelling did was shut me down. Once she started yelling, it's like I didn't hear anything else. I was like, I don't hear nothing else. Because I don't like when people yell at me. And it developed as an adult as well. When people yell, I shut down. So how are you talking to your kids? Just because your parents yelled at you don't mean that you have to yell at your kid. Let's break these chains, y'all. Let's break these chains of what they did to us. We can't pass it down to the future generations. We got to be better. It's up to us to be better. It's up to us to break these chains of generational curses. They're generational curses that we have to end now, because we have to plan for a better future. The children are the future. They are the future. We are going down to the ground and they're rising up. So they are the future. So we have to make sure we equip them with the right information so they could be the best version of themselves. So they could be great people in this world and not lack anything, right? So again, parents, if you don't have much to do on the weekends and it's an event that you could show up with your kids, man. Give them that support. Just show up with them. Like, again, material things are just material things. They hold no value. You're not teaching them anything. Give them the information that you wish you had. Give them the knowledge that you wish you had. Give them that wisdom that you wish you had at that age. not just spoil them to death and give them whatever they want. No, that's not teaching them anything. That's just teaching them that they can get whatever they want. So I'm gonna end up with that today, right? Be there for your kids, show them love, appreciation, and just support. Support your kids and all that they're doing, okay? So you tuned in to Check Your Mental. It's your boy Jumpout L.O. And make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, share this information. We're trying to spread awareness to the world. We're trying to spread awareness to everybody so they can understand that there's good people with no hidden agendas out here that just want to make sure that other people grow. You know what I'm saying? We want to do God's work in helping others, because when you help others, you're doing God's work. So you tuned in to Check Your Mental. It's your boy Jumpout L.O. I'm out.
I walk with God, I don't worship the devil. Soul not for sale, I ain't skipping no level. Going full speed, got my foot on the pedal. I'ma reach the top in the way I'ma settle. People hate you when you speak the truth. They hate that shit. And shame on you if you mislead the youth. How you 35 with a missing tooth? You don't feed your kids, but you in the booth. By any means, I'ma chase my dreams. Speaking to existence, yeah, big and strange.